In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to achieve them high quality trades every single time. And if you want to improve your results, the first thing you need to understand is the difference between low, medium, and high quality. Now, I've studied hundreds, if not thousands of trades over the past 7 years. And it turns out if you're not consistent, it usually comes down to exactly this. You're stacking low probability trades that look good at first, but fail over and over and over again. But here's the good news. Once you can actually identify these 3 levels of probability, using supply and demand combined with market structure, your win rate and probability massively skyrocket. And these are going to be the 3 main categories that we're going to be focusing on for the rest of this video. I'm going to show you live examples from start to finish and really going in depth of something that you've never really seen before as well. And finally get into them trades that are actually going to help you to get funded. By the way, my name's Diamant. I've been trading over the last 7 years, consistently profitable for the last 4, and now I've gotten to the stage where I've helped hundreds of traders replicate this progress, get funded with this exact approach. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so before we get into any of the details of trying to differentiate between a high, medium, and low quality setup, one of the things that I keep seeing over and over again is this exact mistake. When we get into the live markets, what we usually see is something like this. Many people are anticipating during an uptrend, we are only going to be looking for buys, and during a downtrend, we're only going to be looking for sells. This is the basic idea of market structure. Now, the issue with this is if you are just relying on one time frame and one piece of context, you're never going to be getting to them high quality moves in between these particular time alignments and everything. So for example, if this was the higher time frame and we were waiting on the 1 hour chart, we would be pretty much waiting for weeks, maybe even at times a whole month or so if this was the 1 hour chart, because at times the pullback just doesn't come along. So what we can actually do instead is during these minor moves over here, there are still some medium and high quality setups that we can actually start to look at. So that's dispelling the biggest mistake that some of you are making, waiting only for them high time frame setups. So let's actually continue with structure. Not every single high and low is going to be equal, where strong highs and lows are usually the ones that break structure, creating significant impulses and moving the markets forward. Now, when we can actually start to see this in the live markets is exactly this. A strong low is essentially going to break a weak high, causing a further break of structure upwards. And then finally, on the pullback, we can expect for this area to be respected. The flip side to this is obviously when you're looking at weak highs and lows, they are essentially the ones that fail to break any piece of structure. Therefore, they're vulnerable and usually are going to get taken out. As you can see over here, for example, any of these weak highs over here have always been targeted. Only when we start to see it become a strong high is once we have that change of character. So here's essentially how you're going to use it. The last high or low before a break of structure in the trend direction is going to be your strong level. Let me repeat that again. The last high or low, so in this uptrend, this particular low, in the trend direction, which we can see is moving towards the upside, is going to be considered as your strong level. That's the one that's protected. What I want you to do from now on is ignore them weak levels because they are simply nothing more than just liquidity waiting to be swept. So if you include this in your trade plan as well, that's when we can start to build that alignment with the higher time frames, with your strong structure as well. And once you start to look for them pullbacks, that's essentially when we can start to layer in supply and demand zones. As you all know, there is literally an endless amount of supply and demand zones in the markets where most of these zones on the chart are literally just going to act as noise. Now, there's a way we can actually filter through all of them with 2 simple rules. Now, rule number 1 is going to be exactly this. That supply and demand zone must actually break structure. If it doesn't, completely ignore it. And number 2, once the supply and demand zone is formed, we must actually see an imbalance form straight after. No fair value gap, no imbalance, then there's going to be no sign of a high quality setup. Essentially what this shows, it's a proof of aggression. When both rules align, that's essentially when you've got a high quality zone. If only one aligns, that's medium quality, and if none align, then obviously that's going to be a low quality zone and not really not really worth even looking at it. Now, I've put 2 examples of what this can actually look like. The good example is obviously something like this. It breaks the zone first or breaks the structure towards the upside. On the pullback, you can identify that there is a massive imbalance in between, and then straight after, you're going to be greeted with that demand zone. The low probability zone is going to be something where it doesn't break any sort of structure, And also there is a very clean order flow, which moves continuously upwards, mitigating again and again and again. Now, these footprints that we can actually see in the markets all comes from supply and demand. But even a good zone is not going to be enough. It only becomes powerful when it starts to align with strong structure. And that is where your probability is going to shift. So just a quick little break. If you are looking to get funded with one of the most reliable prop firms in the industry, then look no further than Blueberry Funded. They have been ranked as the most trusted broker-backed prop firm, offering some of the best trading conditions and challenges to suit all of your needs, with the opportunity to even get instant funding as well. They bring in over 20 years of combined brokerage and prop firm experience, so you know you're in good hands. What you really need is simply a prop firm that has the experience and will always deliver on your payouts. And exclusively, just for you guys watching, you can get at least another 20% off any challenge just for simply being a subscriber. Use the code Diamant at checkout for the best possible deal. Now, when we combine supply and demand zones with the correct side of structure, trades start to move a lot more from random to completely systematic. And here is exactly how I would break it down into three main types of trades. The first type is going to be your low probability trade. This is essentially where you are counter trend. And that zone, it might look tempting, but just know that you are fighting structure. And more often than not, you are going to be failing rather than it working. So for me personally, it's just never worth the risk. Next, we move on to medium risk trades. As you can see over here, for example, it looks like these zones are actually lining up, but they don't cause a decisive break of structure. Looking at this little example over here, this is only the internal range. And even this one as well is following that internal move towards the upside. However, there hasn't been any confirmation that we should start to look for any buys because we haven't broken any primary pieces of structure. Now, our next and most high probability zones are going to be the ones created by strong highs and strong lows that break structure, leave imbalances, and align with the overall trend as well. These are essentially going to be the best types of trades that are going to ensure that you can pass these funded accounts in literally maybe even 1, 2, maybe even 3 trades in literally just one go as well. Now, long term, you can gamble with these low probability trades, but just know that you're probably going to lose long term because your psychology starts to take a hit as well. Your high probability trades, if you are literally playing poker, this is literally going to be your pocket of aces. So if you manage trades and you manage your risk properly, the odds are going to be stacked in your favor. It's all about you sticking to your plan. But remember, theory is not going to be enough. So let's actually bring this alive into some trade examples that you can actually copy for yourself as well. So what we've got in front of us is a live case study of Euro USD. In this particular example, one trader could have gone with a high quality trade and the other trader could have gone with a low quality trade. So let's explore both. Now, getting into the low quality trade first of all, how was it identified? Well, first of all, we start to look at market structure. We can clearly identify that we are moving in this uptrend where price is creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. However, why was this a medium quality trade or a low quality trade? Because we only started to get this internal structure breaking. Remember, when you are moving against the overall trend, you're always going to be fighting structure. Therefore, anything like this, where, for example, prices create that lower time frame change of character, the pullback into a point of interest, there's not really any sort of imbalance over there. The area has been touched multiple times. You can just see how low quality this trading setup actually is. But when you start to compare it to the high quality trading setup, why does this one make sense instead? Well, again, first of all, we start from rule number 1. Where is the high time frame moving? Well, clearly we can start to see we've got high highs, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Rule number 2, our supply and demand zone completes 2 main rules. Number 1, it breaks structure, which we can clearly see over here. Number 2, it has a very clear imbalance that we can see literally at this level over here as well. So what are we going to do? Very, very simply, we identify that this is a high quality zone. We set our entry limit at this particular area, stop loss just below the low, and we take our profit at the major primary high. And this is exactly how you differentiate between the high quality setups and the low quality setups. So let's just quickly summarize everything that we've looked at in this video so far. Number 1, not all structure is going to be equal. There is a difference. Whenever you're looking at your strong highs and lows, these are going to be protected in the markets, whereas your weak highs and lows are not. Usually these are areas where you aim for liquidity. Next, supply and demand zones are going to be filtered with 2 main rules. Number 1, did it cause a break of structure? And number 2, is there an imbalance after the supply and demand has been created? Then there's the level between the low, medium, and high probability setups. The low probability setups essentially fight the trend. The medium, they respect market conditions, but they lack that final bit of conviction. And finally, the high probability setups align with pretty much everything. And these are the exact trades that you should be looking for again and again. And essentially, these are the trades that are going to be helping you to pass them funded accounts. So if you did like this video, guys, please leave a like down below as well. Subscribe because I'm going to be bringing out more of these quality videos every single week. And if you are interested, get that A+ setup course down below. It's completely free and you guys have full access to it as well. And again, if you want to watch any of the other videos, click somewhere over here as well. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.